Good evening, guys. Can you hear me? Am I audible online? Online, can you hear me? Am I audible? Right, good. Okay, so let's get started. So try to log in into AWS account. So today we are going to discuss about customer managed policy also, right? And inline policy. Right, guys, let's see here. So today what we are doing, so I'll create two different user accounts, right? One is dev user. This is one user, right? And this is another user. This guy is one more user. Got it, guys? So now what we are doing in a sense, so this username is dev user. Okay. This guy name is ops user. Okay. So two different users. Okay. Already we have few policies. How many policies we have in AWS? 7 policies. Yesterday we discussed, right? Identity based policy, resources based policy, permission boundary, ACLs, access control list. So organization SCP, organization RCP, and session policy. Total 7 policies we have. In that we are discussing about identity based policy, right? Identity based policy having how many types? 2 types. What are they? What are they? AWS. Yes, guys. AWS and inline policy. That's it, no? Yes, no. Very good. So let's see here. So manage policies, inline policies. So AWS manage policy, customer manage policy, right? Now what we are doing in the sense, so we have 2 different users. So now I'm trying to assigning one policy for ops user, right? For example, S3 full access. Okay. S3 full access policy. Okay. Okay. So S3 full access means this guy, he can create the bucket, he can delete the bucket, he can upload the objects into the bucket. S3 full access by default we have into our AWS account. This is AWS managed policy, right? But this dev user, he need to create the bucket, he need to create the bucket, but he should not delete. I hope you got it, guys. This guy, dev user, if you're providing S3 full access, so he's going to delete, he's going to get the delete permission also. But my intention is he should not delete, but he need to create the bucket. I hope you got it. Scenario based lab you are performing today. Got it, guys? So S3 read access, if you're providing, what will happen? If you're providing S3 read access, this guy, he's unable to create the bucket. Yes, no. We have S3 read access, we have S3 full access. We doesn't have, he need to create the bucket, he should not delete the bucket like this policy. Yes, no. By default, we doesn't have. So now here we need to provide one customer policy. Customer policy, first we need to create. We need to create the customer policy. So dev user, he need to create the bucket, but he should not delete the bucket. He should not delete the objects, right? That is called granular permissions, fine grain permissions. According to our requirement, we are going to assign the permission. Okay. In default permissions, we doesn't have like that permission. Whether you need to provide read, otherwise full access. Like this permissions, we doesn't have. This guy, he need to create the bucket. He should not delete the bucket. This guy, he need to upload the object. He should not delete the objects like this permissions, we doesn't have. We need to create. That is called customer managed policy. Customer managed policy. I hope you got it, guys. According to this diagram, we are going to perform the practical session. Then you are going to understand how to create the customer managed policy. I hope you got it, right? Okay, log in into AWS console and then navigate to IAM. Navigate to IAM. Right? I'll do one thing. I'm going to delete all the users. So then you are going to understand very clearly. Apart from admin, I'm trying to deleting everything. How to delete the user? Just select those users, right? And then we have delete option here. Okay. So click delete, then confirm. Okay. So if you want, you can copy, confirm instead of typing, copy and paste. That's it. Then delete users. Everything it got deleted apart from admin. Okay. We have only one user, that is admin. I hope you got it, right? Then according to this diagram, first we are going to create two different users. So one user is dev user, another one is ops user, right? So let's try to create the user. It's very simple. Create user. Then we are trying to providing the name called dev user. Then we are need to provide the management console access. Management, AWS management console access. Then what type of user it is? IAM user. Now directly I'm trying to assigning the password. For example, AWS at 1234. Got it, guys? So I'm trying to assigning the password called AWS 1234. Any password. Next I'm trying to removing this one because we need to change the password. Unnecessary time waste, right? So remove the tick mark, but in real time it's recommended. Real time it's recommended because of security, right? So next what we need to do? We need to click next. Then I'm not assigning any policy for this user, right? I'm not assigning any policy because I need to assign customer policy for this user. I need to assign customer policy for this user, right? So I'm not assigning any policies, just I'm trying to creating one user account, that's it. Create user. So one user it got created. If you want, you can download the .csv file. I'm back to users list. Return to users list. I hope you got it, guys. Clear? Yes, no. Dev user it got created. It doesn't have any policies. Now one more user we are trying to creating. So create user, ops user, right? Then same AWS management console access we need to provide, right? and then IAM user we need to create customer password AWS at 1234. Then remove the stick, then give next, then now I'm trying to attaching the policy. While I'm trying to creating the user account, along with the creation time itself only, you can attach the policy. Yesterday we discussed about AWS managed policy. So we have S3 full access, not only S3 full access. If you want, you can assign EC2 like this. How many policies we can assign? 10. 10 policies we can assign for one user. While we are discussing about theoretical part, at the time I have given the information, right? So now I'm trying to assigning S3 full access for ops user. So here, select attach policy directly. We are attaching the policy to ops user directly from AWS account. Got it, guys? So attach policy directly, then search S3 full access. See, we got Amazon S3 full access. Select this one and then give next, then create user. Create user. Can we attach the policy? If you want, you can attach the policy. I'm going to show you now. I have created one user called dev user. I didn't attach the policy for dev user. Now I am going to create my own policy, customer policy. Then I'm going to attach that my own policy to that particular dev user. I hope you got it, guys, right? So now download the .csv file. Then I'm back to users list. As of now, how many users we did? So we created 2 users. One is dev user, another one is ops user. So dev user doesn't have any permission, right? But ops user, it having one permission. We assign AWS managed policy, especially S3 full access policy we assign for ops user. I hope you got it, guys. Then I'm trying to log in with the help of ops user, with the help of incognito, right? Then we need link, right? So from where we are going to get the link, go to IAM, right? So right side, you have the link, copy this link and then paste into incognito and then log in with the help of ops user, right? Here we need to provide ops user is a username. Then password AWS at 1234, then login. Okay. Now I'm trying to verifying. So this guy, he can create the bucket or not. So I hope you got it, guys. I'm trying to creating the bucket with the help of this user. Okay. I'm trying to creating the bucket, S3 bucket, we are going to say. We can create the bucket with the help of this user. This is S3 bucket. So this is object storage, like your Google storage. We have Google storage, right? Google cloud storage. Like the same way, AWS, they're providing one storage, object storage, that is called S3 bucket. So this guy, he can create the files, he can create the bucket, he can upload the files, he can download the files, because this guy is having S3 full access. Apart from this, he's unable to do anything. He's unable to launch the instance. He's unable to create the user accounts. So ops user, he have the access to create the bucket, to delete the bucket, to upload the objects into bucket, because we provided S3 full access for ops user. Ops user, he can manage entire S3 service. Clear, guys? I hope you got it now, right? Now my intention is this dev user, he need to create the bucket, but he should not delete the bucket. But this ops user, he can create, he can delete, because he having full access. Full means including delete. But here I'm trying to providing only creating. I'm not allowing to delete. When it will happen, if you create your own policy, then only it will happen. I hope you got it, guys, right? So now let's verify this ops user, he can create the bucket or not, right? I'm going to S3 service. Directly you can search here S3. Then click S3 service. Got it, guys? Then I'm trying to creating one bucket with the help of which user? Ops user, right? So I'm trying to creating the bucket. So already we have one bucket here, right? So let's see here. I'm trying to creating one bucket, create bucket, then bucket name. Bucket name should unique globally. वैसा नाम नहीं रहना चाहिए अपने यूजर अपने अकाउंट के अंदर totally globally, right? So I'm trying to providing bucket name call green bucket biryani, right? Okay, so green bucket, then we are trying to providing some number, for example 258. Unique name we need to provide. Okay, then small letters, then go a little bit down and we have an option create bucket. Just try to create the bucket, that's it. No need to bother about another option. While I'm trying to teaching about S3 at the time, I will teach you each and every option, don't worry. Okay, so now the bucket it got created. Who did this green bucket? Ops user. Ops user, he created green bucket, right? Can we delete this bucket with ops user? Yes, we can. Okay, so now I'm trying to deleting this bucket. So click delete, and then we need to provide the bucket name to whom we need to delete, right? So now I'm trying to deleting this bucket. Delete it. Can we? We can. We can. Can I delete this red bucket? Red bucket also you can delete, because ops user, it having full access, it can delete, it can create, it can manage the S3 bucket services. We can see successfully we deleted each and every bucket. 2 buckets we have, both the buckets we deleted with whom? Ops user. But we have one more user, that is dev user, right? This guy, he need to create the bucket, but he should not delete the bucket. Like this permission, I need to assign for ops user. First, what we need to do in a sense, we need to create one policy, our own policy, customer managed policy. Got it, guys? So instead of S3 read access, we need to provide our own policy. Okay, customer manage policy. Got it, guys? Customer manage policy, right? Then go to AWS login console, login as a root user. So we need to switch to root user. Got it, guys? Then go to IAM. In IAM, we have an option called policies. See, user groups, we know how to create the users, we know. Now today what we are doing, we are trying to creating policy. So double click on top of the policy, double click on top of the policy option, right? Then here we have one option called create policy. I hope you got it, guys. So create policy, you need to click. Simple. How we created user accounts and groups, like the same way we are going to create the policies here. Got it, guys? Last row. Don't sleep, okay? I think there is no light there. So you people, you are sleeping there, huh? Right. So आगे आ जाओ ना, यहाँ पे chair है शायद. Right. Okay, let's see here. Here, usually we need to generate the policy with the help of JSON script. Assume this, we don't know JSON. We don't know JSON script. Here we have JSON. If you know about JSON scripts, then you can write the JSON script for that particular customer policy, right? I'm using visual editor, policy editor. Visual policy editor I'm using instead of writing the JSON script. Okay. Join main session AWS. How to write the JSON script also I'll teach you step by step. Step 1, we need to write this one. Step 2, like this. Each and everything. Almost 11 steps we have. 10 to 11 steps. Okay. So at present, this is basic only, na? So that's why I'm unable to teach JSON. It will take more than 1 week again. Okay. So visual editor we are using, policy editor, right? So two options we have seen, JSON, visual. So by default, you have visual only. By default, you have visual only. So what type of service we need? S3 service we need. So here we have drop down menu, right? Click this drop down menu, then find S3, select S3 service. Simple, guys. Navigate to IAM. In IAM, we have policies. Double click on top of the policies, then create policy. Then we need, by default, you have visual only. No need to select visual. By default, you have visual editor only. Then in visual editor, we need to select the service according to our requirement. Here, my intention is I need to create the customer S3 policy. Got it, guys? Customize S3 policy, you can say. We are going to create customize S3 policy, right? So we need to select the S3. Then see, guys, here we have list action, we have read action, we have write actions, and then we have permission management action and tagging. Tagging means you can assign the tag for each and every resource. Tag. For example, if you're trying to purchasing from shop, that particular product, it having price tag, right? So why it having price tag? For example, I have purchased goggles, guys, sunglasses. So that sunglasses, it having one small tag, right? That is price tag, right? So with the help of this price tag, we can understand how much it is, then size of your sunglasses, right? And then we have barcode, whether it is a original or not, we can scan. So almost all the information we are going to get from the tags, right? Like the same way in real-time environment, each and every resources having tags. We are going to assign the tag, but it's not mandatory while you're trying to learning at the time. But in real time, it's a mandatory, because in real time, we have the huge resources, right? N number of the S3 bucket we are going to create, N number of the EC2 instances we are going to launch, right? N number of the resources we are going to deploy into our AWS console, AWS cloud environment, right? At the time, if you need to search particular resource, the tags that is going to be very helpful for us. With the help of the tag, easily we are going to get the resources information. I hope you got it, guys, right? So now we have list level, and then read level, write level, and then permission management level and tagging. So now I need to list each and every content from the bucket. So all list action I'm providing. All list action. Got it, guys? Then I need to read the entire content from my S3 bucket. So we have granular permission. See, according to your requirement, you can decide here. So but I'm trying to providing all actions, right? I hope you got it, guys. In read also, you can manage the actions according to your requirement, right? We have write total 47 actions we can with write, right? But my intention is he need to do each and every action apart from deleting. I hope you got it, guys. You need to remove the delete bucket option. Then I'm trying to removing the delete object option. Those both he should not. Clear now? This is called fine grain permissions. So छोटे से छोटे permissions हम लोग manage कर पाएंगे यहाँ पे. We can manage here. Got it? According to your requirement, you can assign the small to smallest. We can manage. So we have total 47 actions. In that, I'm using only 45 actions. He should not delete. He should not delete the bucket. He should not delete the objects. I hope you got it. Clear, guys? Remaining your wish, you can manage. So permission management, full action I'm providing. Tagging also I'm providing. Okay, right. So clear, guys? Then those all the what I have given the permission for this S3 service, if you want, it can applicable for all the resources, or otherwise particular resource, means particular S3 instances, EC2 instances we have. So this particular EC2 instances only, it need to access this particular service like that. But what I am doing in a sense, at present, you are into very initial stage. So that's why I'm trying to providing those all the action on all the resources. Got it, guys? Keep it all. If you want, you can provide specific resource ARN also. ARN stands for Amazon resource name. Each and every resource, it having one name. For example, let it complete this one. I'll show you Amazon resource name from where we need to get. So let's see, guys, here. Then all, then give next, then you need to provide the policy name here. Any name you can give. Any name. For example, my S3 policy or custom policy, whatever if you want, you can write. Right? So description, what kind of permission you provided for this one, you can describe. Okay? Just I'm trying to copying and then I'm going to paste this one into description. You can describe. So this policy, it having create bucket permission, but it doesn't have delete bucket permission. Like this, you can describe. So easily someone, if they watch this policy, they are going to understand what kind of permission this policy is having with the help of description. Got it, guys? Right. So let's see here. We assign this policy and then we need to create the policy. It's very simple, ma. So click create policy. The policy, it got created. This is our custom policy. This is our custom policy. If you want to can filter, we have all types, right? Which one we need to select? Customer managed policy. If you select custom managed policy, you are going to get your policy. Clear? I hope you got it. So we created our own policy. Now this policy, we are going to attach to whom? We are going to attach to dev user. Now this dev guy, he can create the bucket, but he's unable to delete the bucket. Clear now? So now go to users, right? Users. If you need ARN, user ARN, here you have summary. In summary, you have ARN. ARN stands for Amazon resource name. In Amazon cloud, in AWS cloud, each and every resource, it having one name that is called ARN, Amazon resource name. To identify the resource, to access the resource, we are going to use the ARNs. I hope you got it, guys. Yes, no. Now, there is no policy for this user. Okay, this is dev user. Dev user doesn't have any policy, right? Then we are trying to attaching the policy. See here, we have permissions, groups. If you want to can attach this user into the group. If you want to can add tags before we discuss. So and so user, this is belongs to dev team. Like this, you can write the tags, name tag you can write. So you can write maybe work tag, whatever if you want to can write. And security credentials, I will teach you after some time. Okay. Last access means access analyzer. So last time, how many services this user it got accessed? By what time he log in into AWS account? So after login, what kind of services it access? Everything we are going to get from the last access, right? Then add permission, again add permission. Add permission, again add permission. Go to attached policy, then filter customer managed policy, then select your customer managed policy, and then you need to attach. Add permission. Simple. Kuch bhi nahi hai yaar. Next. Finish. Finally. Got it, guys? Right? So now this user, it's having one customer managed policy. See, type customer managed policy. Then go to ops user. Go to ops user. Let's see. AWS managed. That is customer managed. I hope you got the difference. Customer managed means that is our policy. We created that policy. So we provide the fine grained permission into that particular policy according to our requirement. Then we assign this policy for particular user. It's not like this. You need to assign this policy for only dev user. If you want, you can assign the policy for any user for any group. Got it, guys? Clear? Right. So now we are going to log out from dev user. I'm going to log out from dev user. Now we are going to log in with the help of sorry, we log out from ops user, right? So we need to log in with the help of dev user. So go to users. So we need link, right? Get the link. So today Saturday effect. Okay, online, okay, no issues. And offline also good, guys. Okay, really. So few people I think they miss because of new movie, right? So I think we have three movies. One is one English movie, one Hindi movie, one Telugu movie, right? New movies. Right. Okay. So now I'm trying to log in as a dev user. Dev user, then password AWS @1234, then hit enter. I'll tell you, man. Cloud Shell also I'll tell you, don't worry. Let it finish this one, okay? Vikrant. So now go to S3 service. Go to S3 service. Now we are trying to creating one bucket with the help of dev user. Here we have option called create bucket. Then bucket name. Okay. Which bucket? Blue bucket. So blue bucket and number I'm trying to providing 456, right? Then go a little bit down and try to create the bucket. Can we? We can. We can, because this guy having access to create the bucket. The bucket it got created successfully, right? So blue bucket 456, right? Now we are trying to deleting this bucket. Can we? Can we? Can we? No. Right? We are unable to delete the bucket. Let's see here. Now we need to provide the bucket name. Then try to delete the bucket. What will happen? See what happened. I hope you got it. Exactly what is the use of customer manage policy. According to our requirement, we can create our own policy. We are going to assign those policy for any resource. Any resource means it may be user, any entity you can say. It may be user, it may be group, it may be for roles. Clear, guys? Yes, no? Could you please repeat again? Okay, go through that video, then you are going to understand. Okay. So, I'll teach you while we are discussing about S3 bucket at the time. At present, don't bother. Okay. We have by default one encrypted key while you are trying to creating the bucket. It is going to generate with the help of AWS only. So with the help of that encrypted key, your data, it will become secure. While you are trying to uploading the data into the S3 bucket. So at the time, so usually if you didn't assign the key for that particular bucket, the data, it is into the clear text format. So anybody can access. So that's why what we are going to do, we are going to create one encrypted key. We are going to assign this encrypted key for bucket. While you are trying to transferring the data through network, the data it is going to become encrypted. Instead of traveling through network in a clear text format, it will travel into the encrypted format. It's not like this. Even if you try to creating normal bucket also, AWS, it is going to assign by default one encrypted key for bucket, because each and everything we should keep secure, right? That's why, right? Yes, guys, I hope you got it. About customer policy. Simple, man. Customer policy means we are going to create our own policy. Then we are going to attach this policy according to our requirement. Clear? Right. So now I'm going to log out from this user. Right? Now we have one more policy that is called inline policy. Inline. Inline means same how we did customer policy. Like the same way we are going to create. But this inline policy only to particular resource, not for all. I hope you got it. Let's see guys here. So we have inline policy. Here, as of now, we discussed those both. So managed policy, no means please try to get the videos, man. I'm unable to report. We doesn't have much time now. Otherwise, I can. It's not a big deal. We don't have much time. We are going very slow, right? So that's why for online people, better to use laptop while you are trying to attending the session instead of mobiles, right? Sit in front of the laptop properly, then use at least 50 rupees headphones. Okay. Don't ask to your parents, Imran sir, he said, to attend the session, we need Bose headphones, right? हाँ 15,000 के 20,000 के जरूरी नहीं है, 50 रुपए के काफी है, right? So if you are attending like that, then only you are going to understand. So you people, how you are going to attend, I know, right? You are going to use mobile, पैर ऊपर सर नीचे. हाँ कभी कभी बाय मिस्टेक कैमरा ऑन हो गया तो आपके फैन, टीवी, किचन सब दिखता है हम लोगों को यहाँ पे. हाँ so right guys, let's see. We completed this one, identity based policy, then managed policy. Coming to managed policy, we have two types here. AWS managed policy, customer managed policy. I hope you're very clear about AWS managed policy and how to create our customer managed policy. Now we are going to discuss about inline policy. Inline policy means it's like custom managed policy only, but custom managed policy, you can assign for any user, you can assign for any group, but inline policy, it's not like this. We are going to create the inline policy for particular user, for particular group, for particular role. I hope you got it. So now one more lab. Let's see guys. Now I'm trying to creating one more user, right? So for example, I'm trying to creating one user called DB user. Okay. Only this guy, he require S3 same permission. Only this guy. Okay. Only this guy he need. Okay. So now this custom policy we have. Actually, this is a custom policy, right? This custom policy you can attach to any user. But what I am doing in the sense, I'm trying to creating one custom policy for only DB user. That is called inline policy. I hope you got it. So this policy, it's only for that particular user. We are unable to assign this policy for remaining users. But custom managed policy, you can assign for this one, you can assign for this one, you can assign for this one. It's not a problem. But this inline policy, we are going to assign only for particular user, particular group, for particular role. I hope you got it, right? So go to AWS, manage console, right? Then create user account. So I'm trying to creating one user, create user. So for example, DB user. Then provide access to the AWS management console. Then I want to create IAM user, custom password. I'm trying to sending AWS @1234. Then remove this one, doesn't need. Then next, guys, let's see here. Let it create the user now. Then we are going to assign the inline policy. There is no policy for this user, right? Then create user. Then download this one, and then I'm back to users list. So we have one more user, that is DB user. That is DB user. This DB user, it doesn't have any kind of policies. It doesn't have AWS managed policy. It doesn't have customer managed policy. What we are doing in the sense, we are trying to creating the policy for that particular user. Only this guy having their own policy. He's not going to share this policy to other people. That is called inline policy. how we created customer policy, like the same way process. But we have the difference. Customer managed policy, you can assign for any user, you can assign for any group. But inline policy, only for particular user, only for particular group. I hope you got it, right? So double click on top of the DB user. Then we are trying to creating inline policy. Here, add permission, create inline policy, simple. Same S3 bucket. You don't know much about services, na? So that's why I'm using S3. Then easily you are going to understand. If you want, you can provide IAM services also. See here, IAM services also we have, right? So in IAM, so he need to create the user, right? List permission I'm providing, right? Then read permission I'm providing, right? And then coming to write, he need to create the user, but he should not delete, right? We have delete user permission find, where we have don't delete the group, don't delete the access keys, and don't delete the roles, and don't delete the user also. We have, see where we have कहाँ पे delete user. Got it, guys? Simple. So I'm avoiding, he need to create the user, but he should not delete. Like this, any policy you can give, and remaining permission I'm providing, and tax also I'm providing. Okay. Then for all, right? Next, depending permission not set. Okay, right. Actually, we have some issue here. It's not accepting this one. 6 more actions we need to provide. Organization list, permanent shield. Okay, no issues. We need to check those all. Here we have the policies we need to assign. Then only it is going to accept, right? So got it, guys? So clear? I'll do one thing. I'm going to use S3 only. We can search, but we don't have time now. So that's why. Okay. So I'm trying to providing. So remove this one and then search S3, right? Then if you want, you can provide all policy also. S3 full action also you can. So list permission, right? Then write permission, right? And then write, I'm removing this one. He should not delete bucket, right? And then remaining permissions also we are trying to providing. Got it, guys? Then on all resources, then give next. What happened, guys? Okay. So now it's accepting. So according to your requirement, you can give anything. So there we have few principles. We need to search those all. We need to provide those things, then only it will accept. Okay. At present, I have given all policy because we don't have much time now. If you need to search, it will take time. We have huge granular permissions, right? So now we are trying to providing the name. For example, my inline. Then create policy. See guys, we have customer inline. So this user, it having DB user, it having customer inline policy. Means this policy only for this user. You are unable to find the inline policy from policies. If you want, you can check. See here. Go to here. Select this one. Only we have my S3 policy, that is customer, but you are unable to find my inline. My inline only for that particular user, DB user we have. I hope you're clear about policies. Yes, no. Actually, we have resources policy and those all kind of stuff, but we are doing only basics, right? So this is more than enough. How to manage the policies with IAM user, with IAM. If you want, you can assign this policy for group also. Just double click on top of the group, right? Same actions, same permission field we have, then add, attach. That's it. So clear, guys? Why we need to assign the policy for group? Maybe if you need to assign the same policy for multiple user, we are going to add all the multiple users into one group. Instead of assigning the policy for individual users, we are going to assign the policy for group. We are reducing our work as a system engineer, as a cloud engineer, with the help of group concept. So clear? Okay, right. So next, MFA, right? Okay, so before discussing about MFA will discuss how to manage the password policy. We'll discuss now, right? Let's see here. Guys, MFA means multi-factor authenticator. Multi-factor authenticator, right? For example, you are trying to log in into your operating system. So what you are going to provide? Your username and password. Okay, username, password. Password is an authenticator, right? With the help of password, we are going to log in. How many passwords you are going to provide? Only one password, right? This is our personal operating system, so that's why we are trying to providing only one password. But if you go to real-time environment, if they try to providing the infrastructure through network, definitely we need to provide the security. So that's why here we have multi-factor authentication. So now I'm trying to log into the AWS account with the help of one password. Not only password, we need to provide one small code. It is going to be generated by who? Multi-factor authenticated device. Okay. So for example, assume this, you got a job. You are working as a cloud engineer, or otherwise you are working as a developer, right? You are doing work from home. You are doing work from home, right? If you're doing work from home, always they are going to provide one laptop for you, right? So every day you need to carry the laptop. That is your office laptop. They are going to provide the laptop for you. So you need to log in into your laptop. So usually how you are trying to log in into your personal laptop, like the same way you are going to log in into your official laptop, right guys? Then that laptop, it doesn't have anything. If you find, we have one small icon called VPN. If you click that VPN, it will ask your username, your employee ID, and your password. After providing the username and password, they will provide one small device along with the laptop. One small device that is called two-factor authenticator device. Right? Got it, guys? The device, exactly what it will do in the sense, it will generate random code. It will generate random code. So every 30, I think every 30 seconds. So it is going to generate one random code, right? The code along with your password, the code also you need to provide. Then only you are going to log in. Otherwise, you are unable to log in. Why we need to provide the multiple codes? Because of security. I hope you got it. Like the same way, So we have an option called MFA in IAM service. So MFA stands for multi-factor. Multi-factor means multiple authentication we are trying to providing to log in into our resource, to log in into our server. I hope you got it. To log in into our AWS console. Got it, guys? So you can enable MFA for your AWS account and individual IAM user you can have created under your account. So for example, if you want to can assign the MFA for root account, if you want to can assign the MFA for normal user also. Right, guys? MFA can be also be used control access to AWS services and APIs. So after you have device, we have device. Actually, I doesn't have any device, right? So I'm going to use Google Authenticator. I'm going to use Google Authenticator. If you need device images, I'll show you. Let's see from internet. Then easily you are going to understand exactly what is multi-factor authenticator device. See guys, MFA device images. This is MFA device. This one. So they are going to provide one small pen drive like kind of stuff. Okay. But it's not a pen drive, guys. This is not a pen drive. This is a MFA device. This device, it will generate random code. Maybe you are a billionaire. You have the account into international bank. Those people, they will provide this one. If you need to log in into your net banking kind of stuff, so password, and they will provide like this device. This device, it is going to generate random code. Every 30 seconds, I think so. It is going to generate random code. So we need to provide this code, then only you are going to log in because of security. I hope you got it, guys, right? So we don't have like this device along with me now. So I'm going to use one software called Google Authenticator. What is that? Google Authenticator. See guys, Google Authenticator. So guys, go to your mobile, go to your Play Store. Then in Play Store, you need to type Google Authenticator. Then you are going to get like this icon. One app, download into your mobile, install, right? Already I have downloaded, I have installed into my mobile. Now I'm trying to assigning MFA for one user account. We have admin user, right? I'm trying to assigning the MFA for admin user. If you want, you can assign the MFA for root user also, right? Let's see. First, how to assign the multi-factor authenticator for IAM user. Now we are going to discuss. See guys here, go to users. Then we have a user called admin. Click admin. Click admin. Here we have the option called enabled without MFA, right? Or otherwise, go to security credentials. You can find here MFA. Two options. If you want, you can click here. If you want, you can click here also. It's not a problem. Two options, two ways we have to assign the MFA. Got it, guys? So whatever, if you want, you can use your wish. Then assign MFA device. Now, let's see, guys, here. Guys, this is Google Authenticator. That RGB flavor we have, right? That is Google Authenticator, right? So let's see here. Here you need to provide one name. Any name you can use. Okay. My MFA. My MFA. Let's see, guys, here. MFA device. Guys, please focus on it. So here you need to provide the MFA name. Then MFA device. What kind of device I'm using? Authenticator app, right? So we don't have any kind of physical device, right? So hardware TOTP means before I have given the information about one small device, that is that one. So select authenticator device, then authenticator app, then give next. So give next, and then from your Google Authenticator, you need to scan the code. Here you are going to get the code. You need to scan, right? So give me 1 minute. I'm going to scan. So here you have plus symbol. Click this plus symbol, bottom plus symbol you have, right? And then scan a QR code option you are going to get. If you click the plus symbol, you are going to get scan a QR code. Click this scan QR code, you are going to get like this. Like phone pay scanner we have, like the same way you are going to get, right? Okay. So now here I am going to click this one, show, then I am going to scan this one. It got added. So last we have, see, last 086767 like that, right? It got automatically, it is going to add. If you scan automatically, this Google Authenticator, it is going to add into your mobile. Scan karna hai bas, right? And then we need to provide for verification purpose. It need to verify. So this guy is authorized or not, right? So that's why we need to provide two codes here. First code 025142. Then second code, we need to wait for a few minutes. Few seconds, not minutes, few seconds. 30 seconds. I said na 30 seconds. Guys, it's very easy. You can, if you want to can do the practice, easily you are going to understand while you are doing the practical session. It's not a big deal. 933150, then add MFA. That's it. Let's see, guys. MFA, it got assigned successfully. See, and MFA enable for whom? Admin user, right? Let's verify the MFA now. Whether it is working or not, now we need to verify, right? Go to here. We need link, right? 7 हो गया क्या है यार ये okay, see you on Monday. So Monday we are going to continue MFA, then password policies. Actually we have, if you're providing half an hour time for me, I'm going to finish everything. Monday I'll show you, don't worry. Okay, bye sir, miss you. Me too, right? Miss you too. Okay, okay guys, see you, bye, take care, happy weekend, right? ఇంకా 1 వీక్ పైన ఉంటుందమ్మా. ఓకేనా? 1 అవరే కదా క్లాస్ జరుగుతుండేది, దానివల్ల ఏంటంటే కంప్లీట్ కావట్లా తొందరగా. 1.5 అవర్ అయితే
If you are getting any problem in the deployment, just let me know. After deploy course error is coming, you will get the course error, that is cross origin error. For resolving this error, what you have to do is in Spring Boot, wherever you are having the message controller class or home controller, message controller, whatever class you are having, and you are annotating the class with REST controller, you have to give one cross origin to it like this, and you can provide origins like this. An origin should be the link where your front end is currently running. In my case, the front end is running on this particular link. For you, it will be different. So you have to change the cross origin according to your front end link, and you will resolve your course error after that. Today we are going to discuss about JWT. And it is optional, by the way. First of all, the reason is Spring already provides you a lot of security by using the security filter chain as well. But if you want more secured application, so it is very rare that if you are going to any organization and they will be using JWT, unless and until there are MNCs or big companies. So let's understand what is JWT. JWT stands for JSON Web Token. JWT stands for JSON Web Token. And what does JSON stands for? JavaScript Object Notation. So this is your JWT. Now let's first understand, why do we need JWT? So last time when we were discussing about Spring security, I gave you one example. Example like every single day I am going to my office from my home, and somewhat in center there is one juice shop, and every single day I am consuming juice there, and daily I am making payment. So one day I said to the owner that daily I am coming to you, daily I am paying money to you, and then you are giving me juice. I am also making payment daily, and you are giving juice. So why don't I pay you like a bulk amount so that I will consume the juice? So what happened is, let's say this is my home and this is office. So every single day it's a routine that at first we will stop at the juice shop, we will have the juice, and then we will move to the office. Now, as we are making the payment daily, and now we don't want that. So what we did, let's say we paid the user 1000 rupees in one time. By paying 1000 rupees, Now we can have juice for 1 month. Let's say today is 21st of June. From 21st of June to 20th July. This counts as 1 month. So we can have juice by paying 1000 rupees from 21st June to 20th July. Now, every single day, I am going to the shop, having juice, and leaving. For the identity, how juice owner will recognize me that this is the same person who has made a payment of 1000 rupees. He has given me a card where some of the details are printed, like very basic details are printed, like name is printed, name of the customer. Then after validity is printed, means this card is valid from till date. So like that, I have one card with me. There is one of my friend who is also taking the juice from same shop, and I told him that why you are paying daily? Why you are paying daily? Take the one pass and it will be easy for you. Because when you are trying to pay daily, you have to stand in the queue to take the order or to take the slip, and we are wasting the time. So don't waste the time, take a card. And the friend said, why I have to purchase a card? I'll take a printout of the same type of card. So what the friend did, he just copy pasted the same thing in the same design and same color, and he has changed his name here, that here something name is there and here some other name is there, like that. Now in this particular way, this card got multiplied, some another user, and only I am paying, everyone is just using for free. So the juice owner thought that we have given card to only one person, but five are coming to take the juice. Now let's understand this thing with respect to the Spring Boot. So I will open the same security project that we have already created, this one, and we will start our application. Now, when the juice shop owner was thinking that I have given car to only one person, but 3, 4 persons are coming. Now, how he will identify the real customer? Because all cards are same, right? Same design, same size, like everything is same, just pirated copy. Now, how to identify this particular thing? So here we have started our application, and inside this we have some of the URLs. So let's try to fetch them. So we have one admin and check admin URL where the username was admin and the password was also admin. And I did the sign in here. And now we got the details that only admin can see this. Now it's like all right here. There is no problem. When I'm trying to fetch this particular thing, my Spring Boot is thinking that, okay, you are my user and you have username password. Username password means you have a particular card that you can access us. Now, what I did, I went away, right? And let's close the edge also, right? We have closed the complete browser and we were not storing our password anywhere, right? We were just simply doing it. And once I closed my browser, let's log in again. And here we got this that only admin can see this. Now, what is happening when I'm closing the browser and reopening it? What is happening in the browser when we are reopening the browser? It is asking the credentials again. And it is asking the credentials because you have closed the browser, and closing the browser means breaking the session. But sometimes a condition will occur where this will not close the session. So there comes a concept of stateful authentication. Stateful authentication. So here we have one stateful authentication. Now, stateful authentication means whenever a client is doing login, the server will try to store the credentials. What will happen? Server will try to store the credentials. But how? Let me show it to you. So as of now, if you understand, here we are writing the security rules. For a moment, I will just comment this entire class, and in application.properties also, we have commented out. Now it will generate one password, right? Now our application is generating one password for us. And this is the password, right? So I will just copy it and try to check the link. Okay, so let's close the browser first and we will restart it. What is the default username? Now, if I ask you that if I want to use my Spring Boot app, what is the username? User. What is the password? The password which is generated by, right? These are the details. Now, so I will keep my username as user and whatever password was password like this. And I will do sign in. And we got the value, right? Sure. When we got this value, Spring Boot means my backend with the help of browser will try to create a session here. What they will do? They will try to create one session with this session ID. This one. You can see this. Now, what is the session ID and what kind of authentication is going on now? This is called stateful authentication. I'll go to Spring Boot and we'll restart it. So what we did, we just restarted our application and this time password got changed. Now, if this is the first state, this is the first state where how you can access the app. And now we are reaching to the second state where the username is still user, but password got changed. Password of the app got changed and completely different password. But in our browser, we have one public also. In browser, you are logged in with the previous password and that password is not even valid now. That password is not valid now, but still we are able to use the app. What is this? Stateful authentication. Server is thinking that, okay, you are my bro, but it's not. Let's check the user details also. We are getting checking the admin details also. And you understand, password is changed. But how Spring Boot is still giving the values to this app? Session ID. Password is changed. Every single detail is changed. Still, you are able to get the values. And that is called stateful authentication because server has stored my credentials. Now server, because this browser has a active session ID with the Spring Boot and that session ID is not valid now. That session ID is not valid now. Like this. This is a previous session ID which is not valid, but still you are able to get the values. Now, if any one of you are using Wi-Fi service from these two companies, then you can use their Wi-Fi without paying anything. There is a trick you can just find over internet and you can get it because they are still using some of the loopholes. This is a loophole in our app. Just don't switch off your router. You should maintain that electricity is available. The moment your router got switch off, you have to do recharge then. There's no other issue. But if it is always active means it will work. Now, how to solve this thing? First, we solved this by creating a security config class. We have written the different user ID and passwords. But what will happen there now? I will tell you. Now, what we are going to do is we will remove the comment from this class and now we will start the app. Means we'll just restart the app. We are using dev tools. So we are just getting these kind of things. Okay. Now, even the second first password are not valid. So let's go to user and check user. What happened? So let's restart the app. Now we are getting some sort of error here, and public URL is exactly visible, right? Means application is working because public is unprotected. So you are getting it. Then why we are not getting user and check user? Because this time session got break. This time that session ID is not active because you change the entire security rules. Now let's try to do logout here. Log out from the previous session. And again we will try to make, and again we got this. Now what I will do, I will log in with the, let's say, admin's account only. Logged in. I will tell you one story behind it. Not a story, it's like it happened with me. One day I got a notification on my LinkedIn that my LinkedIn has been compromised. Means someone has hacked my LinkedIn. And it happened with me also. And I just tried to recover my account. Recently it happened, I think 2 3 months back. And when I was checking my profile, I got a attack from China. Means someone from China attacked my account, changed the username, changed the display picture, removed all my education, like whatever I was keeping, removed it. And they were just promoting something game and all like that. Now, the very first thing that I did to recover my account, for that you have to provide your informations like your government ID card and other things. I recovered it within 2 days only. And then I thought how it got compromised, because that has to be understood, right? Two-factor authentication is on. Even after that, it got compromised. So it got compromised because of a project. Now, how a project can be like this? So I remember that I was taking one seminar, and that too, I think last year, 2024, like that only, maybe in May or June, like that. And in that, I was telling the security bug of LinkedIn, and that too online only, where I logged in my LinkedIn and I was telling the session ID, right? Then I remember that, oh, yes, like I'm showing my session ID to you now, but I'm showing for local host and all these. It will break after closing the laptop. That hacker just took that session ID and that too 1 year back and logged in into my account without even typing password and all. Just took the session ID and linked. After that, I have changed my password also, because it's my habit. Like if something is going on, I'll change my password. If I'm opening something now, let's say I opened my Gmail, my password is changed. I'll just do some combination left, right, that's it. Without even doing anything, I was able to do login. And this is the problem that I have just now shown you. That session is still running. It's still running. Now, if you check your Instagram, I'll tell you a secret about Instagram. Just try to check from how many locations your Instagram have been logged in. You will always find very weird locations. Check it. And you don't even know those locations name. Then who is doing login? I am sitting in Hyderabad. So if my account is getting logged in from Hyderabad or my native, that I can understand that okay, that is fine. How it can be logged in from Pakistan? How it can be logged in from Bangalore when I am not even there? And it happens with everyone. Don't think that okay, you know hacking, you know cracking. Yes, you know hacking, but it doesn't mean that you can't be get hacked. And it happens with everyone. You can check it even after doing all the security. Trigger, do you have Instagram? So you want to check that do you get hacked or not? Your Instagram is hacked or not? How do you know that it is not hacked? Like, how do you know that your Instagram is not hacked? How do you know? Regularly you are using. Now, let's say if I am checking your Instagram daily, I'm not doing any change. I am just reading whatever reels you are sending to someone, whatever message you are doing. Then also you are hacked, right? Then how do you know that someone is not looking your account? That has to be done, right? Come here, come with your mobile. Yes, same thing happens with mobile device, but mobile device are bit secure. Can I check? I will not open any chat and all. Don't worry. I don't have that interest. I don't even open my chats. Okay. Just read from how many locations your mobile or Instagram has been logged in right now. 30. You can click on this below one. Click. Scroll now. Check the locations. Scroll, scroll. Yes, it is Vijayawada. Then, but your account is logged in from Vijayawada also. What is your mobile am I right? So, what was your previous phone? Hmm. You can take your phone. You are safe for next 10 days. I have logged out from all the account. Go. Come. Now take. And sometime it shows your network location also. That let's say currently I am sitting into Naresh IT, right? We are using a Wi-Fi of let's say Airtel. Now, sometime, let's say the closest network tower is in Secunderabad. So your location will come as Secunderabad. That is possible. Let's say you are sitting in Kukatpalli. Your tower location is in Raidurg. Means nearby only that you can get. Hyderabad to Vijayawada overnight journey means you can't get tower from there. And it happens with every single person. It is not possible. Every single one that from multiple locations your mobiles are getting tracked. Even his account got logged in from Vijayawada. Don't worry, nobody has done something to your account. They'll just check and do the things. That's it. And how it is getting possible? Because of the this thing. That's why JWT is mandatory. In case of Instagram means it's mandatory. You should have that particular security and all. Please tell us also how we can check. So you haven't checked from many years, Ashok. You are using the same way. Start using it the same way. What you have to do. And it is not only about Instagram. It is about every single thing. It's about your Snapchat also, like all the social media. They are very vulnerable, very much. Okay, like too much vulnerable. I can't even say how much they are because I have seen them in real time. Yes, and they are like next level. Like, we can't even say this. Now what we did is we are doing login with a admin's user ID and password. So you can say admin is the username and the password is also admin. Now I will change the password from admin to password. Now the password is password. And where I am changing the password in the real database. This is a in-memory database now. Let's save the file and our Spring application will restart now. So here Spring application has been restarted, right? And you are still able to get the endpoints properly. Password is changed in real database. So what do you think? Forgot password change, you are safe? No. Those who are having account in SBI Bank, so SBI has a mobile app, YONO, YONO. Every 6 months you have to change the password in that. Every 6 months you have to change the password. Otherwise you can't operate that. Why? Because they know. And recently it's about how much, like 2 3 days back, 16 billion passwords has been breached, and not of a small organization. Everybody came into that flood. Google, Meta, your Apple, Instagram, like all of them. 16 billion passwords has been leaked. 16 billion. Now, what someone can do with your password, that you better know, right? If I opened your account and you will see what you are sending to someone, and like a lot of things are there. These are the things that has to be done. And it happened like 2 3 days back only. 16 billion password has been breached. And one time I forgot the year. You know what is UIDAI? Like it's a organization which is managing Aadhaar cards and all. Now your Aadhaar card is having all of your details, your personal details along with your mobile number. In dark web, the all the users Aadhaar data was sold for 249 rupees. It was available in 249 rupees. You can purchase the entire Aadhaar card data of over all the India. That is the case. In dark web, it is sold. Now, what someone can do? Lot of things. From your Aadhaar card, they will get your mobile number. From your mobile number, they will get everything. So that is the case, right? Now, I'm showing you, I'm showing you everything in live. That this is how the state full authentication is going on, where password is changed, but you are still getting all the data without any problem. So if you are changing your password even 1 year back, now it is possible. If I am not closing my laptop and I'm not closing my browser, I can access the same endpoint after 40 years, 50 years, 100 years also. It should be in working condition. Still, then what is secure? Nothing. Nothing is secure in that way. Breach means leaked. Leaked. Breach is a word that you particularly use for compromising, that your password has been compromised. It has been leaked by someone else. Nobody leaks. It's your mistake sometimes. It is your mistakes only that you are keeping things public sometimes and high possibility to get hacked. And there are some of the security measures that I take for myself. Same can be used by you also. I never use Chrome. Never. For my personal use, I never use Chrome. Never. For my personal use, I never use iPhones. Never. Because it takes around 1 minute to hack an Android phone and 13 seconds to hack an iPhone. And you know who is the biggest hacker in iPhone? Their own calculator. Read about it. There was a hackathon organized in China where one hacker hacked the iPhone in 13 seconds, that too using the Safari browser and the calculator. 13 seconds. I don't use these things for my personal use. For office and all, like they are there. I do use. So these are the two standards that I'm taking. I'm never using Chrome for my personal thing and never using iPhone for my personals. Like if I am having my primary mobile SIM, it will never be getting inserted into any iPhone. Company SIM is in there, that only, but not my personal one. I don't even carry that with me because what to use there. Now, what is the problem with Chrome and iPhones? That I am saying they are unsafe. And Chrome is the unsafe browser. You will always see me using Edge here, right? I just use Chrome for uploading your like that notes and all on Google Classroom. Why iPhones and Chrome are unsafe? The reason is they both are, Chrome is a product of Google and iPhone is a product of Apple. And these two are like the big bull of the market. Their user base and their data, like everything is top notch. Now, if I am changing my password, let's say I am running one small organization and you are changing your password. What I will do, I will remove the previous password and keep the new one. That is what I will do. What Google and Apple are doing, they are not removing your previous passwords. If you have changed password 30 times, your previous 29 passwords are available because they have lot of money, they can afford the server cost. But as a normal user, I cannot afford that. 30 user, why to store some uh, worst data? It's past data, right? When user is trying to use new password, let's use new password. Why to use the previous passwords? These two are like storing everything, every single thing. That's why they are very easy to crack. Because what your mail needs, one session ID, you can check session ID from any of the previous password. Let's say my password is 12345 and now I change it to 123456. Session ID is still there. Use it. It is never killed. It is never ever killed. Right? I'll show you one hacking also. Right? I'll just show you, not now, like Monday or Tuesday, like that. I'll show you on WhatsApp, end to end encrypted, right? The chats with this user is end to end encrypted. Nothing is encrypted, by the way. And I will show you these things live here. Okay. So this is called stateful. Now server is storing the client's detail. Client is saying that, okay, now let's say I have closed the application, right? Closed the application means done, dusted. Let's start the application again. So now we are starting the application again and password is changed, by the way, but in my browser, I do have one session ID. So here application is starting and I checked, still, because a request from browser to Spring Boot is going with a session ID. And Spring Boot will not check that this is correct or not. Spring Boot say, yes, yes, I know you. Previously, I had a contact with you. Take the data. And this is what happens. So I will say that around half of the hacking is done with this particular endpoint. This one only, because no one will use JWT for that. Even JWT is not secured. Up to some extent, it is secured. It's not fully secured. And that was the actual reason that I left hacking, because it was very inhuman for us. And that's why I left hacking. I'll tell you what we used to do. So I was in Dubai for that, and I was ethical hacker there. Now, ethical is something that you are working in good sense, but it is never good, by the way. So one time a task came for us that we have to track, right? So there was some very famous personality there that you have to track them, where they are going, what they are doing. So we got their contact number, only contact number from some sources like that. Now, and when you are at a different place, you hardly understand their culture until and unless you are living there for multiple times. So I was very new there. It's been around 3 months only, and I got that project. They will never tell you the real thing. And the real thing is, they said that we have to secure them. For us as an employee, so ethical hacker means we will secure them. So they are saying that keep a note on them. We are securing them. We have taken a project to secure them. Now let's say Srikar is saying, I need security. And now we are providing security to Srikar. We have provided one bodyguard that every time this bodyguard will with be you. Now what that bodyguard is doing? Bodyguard is doing a call. This time Srikar has went to academy. This is the location. This is not security then. This is called the particular breaching of privacy. So we were asked to work on the security, the track and do secure. And that was a very famous personality, by the way. I can't even tell you here. And we were just asked to tell the location, that where they are currently by the contact number. So we just did, and all those like that. And every time we were just keeping a note of the location and just sending, this is the location, this is the location. And sometime one like weird location came, and after that the company gave us holiday for 7 days, that you go and enjoy a vacation. And it was very surprising because you barely get holidays in corporate, and that to 7 days straightforwardly they are giving. And I didn't understood that, but I am like very curious about the things. I went on holidays means I didn't went on the vacations. I was again keeping the note of that location. Means where is that person right now? That was a very famous personality, and I was continuously checking. And when company gave us holiday, let's say there was that location was Hyderabad. And before we went on holidays, every single day this location was changing. Sometime Kukatpalli, something like that, like that. But once we went on holiday, this location was still Hyderabad, same latitude, same longitude value. And it was like very surprising how a famous personality is staying so long at a one place. And then it's in like news also. You can check it, by the way. Uh, I'm just giving you one hint, check it. There was one crown princess there, means the daughter of the king of one state. and there is some case related to that. And it was very worst thing that I did as a human. Like unknowingly, I did that. And then what company did? They just tracked everything, not just the location, wherever she was staying, who with whom she was staying, who was with her, like every single thing recorded. And then some deals were made in billions and like that, like that. But when I got to know, the first thing I did, booked my ticket to Bangalore back. And second thing I did is deleted every single proof. And I straightforwardly left Dubai and just hacking after that. Means professionally I left, but still doing for some good cause. So you don't even know. And being into the hacking field, I'm telling you, in your room, if you are having any item, digital item, mobile, laptop, tablet, smartwatch, like any single thing, they knows it. They literally know it. And you know, uh, there was one person, I think I have told about it, the biggest hacker of the world, Kevin David Mitnick. He was the biggest hacker of the world. Biggest. He never spent a single rupee in his entire life. Never. He got a mobile bill sent to someone else's account. He will pay. He want to book a flight ticket, book on someone else's credit card. He never. You can search about it. He was having that much power that he can switch off, switch on your mobile from any location. Any location. He's in Australia right now. He can switch on, switch off my mobile in India. That much powerful hacker. Multiple companies offered the same person lot of money, but he never worked for them. He was just happy by booking a flight ticket on someone else's credit card, enjoying food in restaurant and on someone else's credit card like that. He did. He never worked for any company, but he was the biggest hacker. Why I'm telling you all these things? Because you are going to be a developer now. And developers are not only one those who are developing only. Now let's say you are a builder and you are building a house. Your house should be earthquake proof, wind proof. Doesn't matter. It should not be like that one strong wind came and your house is on the floor now. No, it should not happen. It should be secure also. And building the app is very fine. 1, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, you can build. Securing it takes a daily effort. Daily. Now I have built this application. Let's say we build Locktalk. Message securing is done and means encryption decryption is done. Securing that will require opening the app daily, checking the logs on cloud. Are you getting any attack on cloud or not? So it like this. Now what we will do, let's close the Eclipse and break all the connections. So I have just closed the server and we will close Eclipse also. Right now, my browser does not have any active connection with the backend. Now we will restart it again. Now, after breaking all the connection with the front end, we are going to restart our backend again. So let's start now. Still, it will give you value until and unless you are closing the browser. How is this happening now? We have restarted our backend, we have restarted our application, we have closed everything, we have restarted our every single thing. But still we are able to get all the values. That too perfectly fine. Something password is different. Here active session ID is there. So changing the password will not help in every case until and unless all the session got broke. All the session. For an example, when I checked Srikar's Instagram and he only read it out that 30 location his from 30 location his Instagram got logged in. When I did something and I said now you are safe for 10 days means till next 10 days nothing is going to be happen when I'm sure for it. After 10 days Instagram can be logged in from any other location again. Sure. And how this is how it will get logged in like this. Then when why I said 10 days? Because I have broken all the session IDs of Srikar's Instagram account, right? All the ones broken all the session IDs. Now, whenever he is using the Instagram every single day, some session IDs will be created. In that meantime, one attack will be made, and some session IDs will be captured. Again, same thing logged in from multiple locations and it happens with everyone with me also. You can't save it out, never, unless and until you are on your private networks, your private app, one app built by you that is hosted on your own cloud, you are using internet of your own company. That is not possible, right? We can't have everything of our own, right? At last you will use laptop of any other company, then my I'm using a Dell laptop, they are tracking what I'm doing here, like every single thing. You can't save yourself. I'll tell you one thing and do this. I said the same thing in the last batch also when I was discussing this. If you are looking for a job and you are not getting any hiring details, you are not getting any callback from HRs or the recruiting managers or the recruiter, just do three simple things. Three simple things. I am writing one prompt here. You just do that. This one in double quotes. And like this, you just whatever I have written here got a call from HR. Search this on Google. So what you have to do, just copy this, go to your browser in mobile, paste it and search. Don't see any website. That's it. Just search. Search the same thing in YouTube. Whatever app where you can search Insta, Snap, wherever, search the same prompt and see the magic in next 3 4 days. See the magic, right? There was one student of mine who asked me that how do you know like entire full stack? I said whenever I'm sleeping, I'm just searching something on my entire devices. Whenever I'm done that, okay, this is the time to go to bed. Because I will always fool my mobile. Always. So that it is keeping me somewhat safe. So you can search some good things on your mobile while you are going to sleep. Any good thing. $1 million, Google, YouTube, everywhere. And next 3 days, you will get lot of things. Lot of. So when I was starting my company, so in starting, like hardly you will get projects and some like this. I did the same search. Got a project of $1,000, got a project of $1,000 like that. Seventh day we signed a deal. Seventh day signed a deal. How? Indexing. What indexing? Whenever you are searching like this, got a call from HR like this. This, whatever you are searching will be going to the Google indexing. Google will sell the data to someone. Okay, Shivam is searching call and HR, call and HR. Now, whatever HR is doing, I have lot of HR friends, lot of. They are always saying one thing that we are not able to find candidate. And I used to say them, you are not able to find candidate. Candidates are not able to find job. Then where is the things going on? That is the reason. You do this and see the magic. It's a practical thing, right? I am like bit practical in my life, so that's what I am doing. Whatever you need, this person opinion, whatever you need, like you just start searching it. Don't purchase, start searching it on your browser. Let's say you want to purchase a mobile phone, search it. Whatever mobile phone you need, search it for a straight 10, 15 days. If the real cost is 50,000, you will get some offer and you will get it around 45, 42 like that. I have done all the things like that. All the things. Every single thing I'm doing like this. It's not a cheating. It's like forcing them to choose you. Now let's say, Srik, I am the person who is selling pen, right? And Srikar is saying, I will buy pen. What Srikar said, I will buy a pen. I know that he is my customer now. He will buy pen. And now it will operate one curiosity inside me. Arey, why Srikar didn't came to my shop today? Why Srikar? Then I will call Srikar. Srikar, how are you today? Fine. What is going on? So like that. Then I will say, "Arey, I am having one offer at my shop that I am giving pen in 9 rupees of 10 rupees pen. Srikar will say, "Ah, I will come." Then again, at last, I will come to my profit margin. Let's say I purchase that pen for 7. I will be ready to sell that pen in 7.5 rupees because I am making profit. Now Shrikar saved 2.5 rupees just by delaying it for 10 days. That's it. Like it's so sorted, right? Now, if let's say, generally, whenever we are in corporate culture, so weekends are like celebrated, like today, yesterday night. So every single time, if I am doing outing with my teammates, so I will just tell them one thing that do one thing, open your Swiggy and Zomato, wherever, in whichever restaurant you want to go, and whatever you want to eat, add into cart. Don't order, just add into cart, and let it add it on Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, like that. Wait till Saturday and see the magic, right? See the magic. So what is happening? You are not eager to purchase, you are making your seller to be curious about you, that yes, this is a customer. And when curiosity hit, it hit. You search this thing and see the magic. Search it on everywhere, Google, YouTube, Insta. You will, on Insta, what you will get? Nothing. Search. Got a call from HR. I can guarantee that on Instagram, you will start getting job postings. Sure, I'm damn sure about it. Do it and see the magic. Anyways, let's come down to JWT now. And all these are like part of JWT only. You have to understand security first. Understood the stateful authentication? Now password is changed, username is changed, like whatever you are changing, but browser is able to still get the data. Browser is still able to get. Now we will make one change. What we will make? we will build a new controller which was not available previously. Or let's say we will change the data. In the admin, I will change the data like this. The data has been changed, right? The data has been changed. We'll save it. So the application will restart. The changed data is also available. Change whatever you want. Change whatever you want. See, we are logged in here from very previous details, very previous, but still the changed data you are able to get. What if I am creating a new controller here? So let's say here I will create at the rate of get mapping of slash open, something like that. We'll just create public string open method where I am returning this method has been created after password. This message has been created later, something like that I am returning. Go to security config because we have to make change there. So okay, if any request is coming from slash login slash public or else slash open permit all, we are doing this. Or let's say no, we'll just save like this. No change here, and this is also I will save. So our application will restart again, and now we are having one open controller. This method has been created later. Create whatever you want. The hacker is still enjoying that. Okay, change your password, change your username, change the controller's name. I still have access to you. Check. Now, until and unless I'm closing the browser and logging out. Now, as a hacker, why will I log out? Right? I want the data. I want the information. How JWT will secure this? Now let's understand that part. So you understood how stateful authentication is harmful? Spring will say, yes, yes, I know you. You are my past customer. Take the data. Arey, check, he is not your customer now. But obviously, these are machines only. Now let's say this is your Spring application, right? Means your backend. Or in simple terms, you can say this is your server. This is your server, which is serving the values, right? This is your server. And you are sending one login request from a client. What you are doing, you are sending one login request from a client. So basically you will send username and password. So let's suppose you sent these values, username as admin and password as password, like this. Values are correct, right? Correct or not? Yes, values are correct. Now Spring Boot will say, okay, your values are correct. You are, means you are a genuine user, but I want a good relation with you all the time. So I am giving you one token. What I'm giving you? I am giving you one token like this. What I'm giving you? One token. Now don't think that I know you. Don't think that I know you. I know this token only. Now, if you are sending this token to me with the communication, then I will understand that you are my customer or else you are not. You might have seen this in movies. Whenever some army persons are talking with each other, some intelligence agency are talking with each other. Let's say they will not, first of all, they will not call with the real name. Let's say my name is Shivam and I'm calling to Shrikar. I will say hello Delta over like this. What is that? It's not a code language. It's a rule. I will say hello Delta, hello Alpha over. Now here alpha, delta, these are the keywords that are changed daily. Daily. And if I am talking to Shrikar and I am saying hello Shrikar, Shrikar will cut the call because I am not the real person at that time. Now what will happen? Spring Boot with the help of JWT. Let me write JWT also. It will give one JWT token to it. That okay, take this token, and if you want to communicate with me, communicate with the help of this token. Otherwise, I don't know who is Shrikar. I know who is Delta, who is Alpha, who is Beta. Token can be of anything. It can be string, it can be English keywords like that, like it can be anything. Now, as a user, now what I will do? I did login. Spring Boot app returned me one JWT token. Now I want to check the URL of slash public. Let's say public is open. Let's say you want to check slash admin and check admin, like doing like this. But you have to send the token also. What you have to do? You have to send the JWT token also. Now, Spring Boot will not check the request first. It will check the token. Means currently I have this token or not. Past is past. Forget it. Whatever happened yesterday, forget it. Live in today. If I have this token right now, I will give the admin's detail. Otherwise, sorry, tata, bye bye, login again. I will give you one token again. That is called stateless authentication. What is this called? Stateless authentication. Stateless authentication. Now, what is this stateless authentication? In this, server will not store in the stateless authentication, server will not store any credential. If you are Srikar, if you are Shivam, okay, nice to hear. What is the token? It don't know anyone. It don't know session ID. It no token. And whenever it is restarting, it will generate new token. If you are giving the valid token, welcome or else login again, we will give you new token. So we will apply this thing now. Today I told you the problem. See, in our backend, what we did? First, we changed the password. Then also you are able to get the data with the previous password. Then second, we changed the data. Then also the changed data you got. Then we created one more endpoint. We created one more controller. Then also you are able to get it. Means browser has something that I'm able to get these values. That is stateful authentication. That is stateful authentication. Spring Boot knows that, okay, you are my previous customer. This is not your customer now. It is just breaching your data. But we have to implement it. So, understood the problem first. What is the problem? Understood? So, if I ask you in a like, if your interviewer asking you by using JWT, what will you secure? endpoints, or you can say REST APIs, which are providing data. We will secure that. Okay, like this. That by using JWT, we will implement stateless authentication and we will protect all the endpoint, means we will protect REST APIs, because that are the breaching thing, right? If you are able to protect your REST API, means you are protecting your data, because data is traveling through REST APIs. So you are protecting your data, you are protecting REST APIs. Now we'll implement this on Monday. This was the problem. So the problem was stateful authentication. This is the problem. What is the solution? Stateless authentication is the solution. How we will apply that? We will apply with the help of JWT. You can check the website of JWT. This is the website of JWT. So you can check. This will do like this, that you have to set the algorithm, you have to select the type, you have to select the user details, and then this will be the token like this. So we'll explain everything. This is the official website of JWT, and this JWT was a research area of a scientist, and sorry I forgot the name. He did this in his PhD research. This was a PhD topic. RFC 7519 was that research paper. This one, M Jonas from Microsoft got it. So this was a research paper like this, table of content, right? This was a complete research paper of a PhD person, M Jonas from Microsoft. It is completely, and it was in May 2015, right? So we are applying this RFC 7519 and we'll see what is this. Okay, anyone from electronics and communication here? You, right? What is RFC 7519? Yes. What is RFC 7519? Or what is even RFC? We'll discuss. So if you want, you can go to the website and read this research paper. See, reading gives you knowledge, right? But there are multiple pages. How much will you read? We are so lazy. So of course, we will apply that on Monday. Okay. Any doubt in whatever we discussed today? Understood the stateful authentication, right?